All right, man. Now, one thing about Before the Vision, man, we can't let anybody just come on here. And, you happened to be over here not too long ago. And once I got the info on you being an MMA fighter, and stuff like that, I was like, you know what? I should go ahead and extend that invitation because, you never know, so I felt more inclined because, I didn't want to get my butt whooped, first of all. So I was like, man, let me go ahead and get this man on here. Let's talk about what he's doing. But yeah, for those that are listening on the radio, we just started on Facebook and we got a commercial. So we wanted to kind of just shout, Jacorey out here in the building, y'all. So we go ahead and play this commercial so everyone can see Mr. Jacorey Patterson. So we have that commercial going.
Think you're gonna know who did what? You think you're gonna know what happened, but that's not the case at all. It's just a complete circle. Everything.
I am Shannon Green, trainer at Effect Fitness. Stay tuned for my video right here on Social Goals.
Say one thing before we start the show too. You're not having a good time. But if you're not having a good time, you're wasting your time. You say that every night.
Situationships and all things like you say. Thank you so much.
Muay Thai over at the gym over by Buyers Hardware. I was like, "The fuck is Muay Thai?" It's like kickboxing, it's like MMA and stuff like that. So I just went over there and tried it that day, and like I just stuck with it ever since.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So now we have our other social media platforms. They can now see you on Facebook, mm-hmm. YouTube, Twitch, and on the Social Ghost website. All right, so I'd like to once again reintroduce Mr. Jacorey Patterson. We kind of chopping it up on the radio for those that are watching. Right now, we're just kind of talking about his background, and we're going to actually revisit that in a minute, man. But the first thing I want to kick it off with for those that are watching, man, who is Jacorey Patterson?
Jacorey is a country boy from Bivin, Louisiana. Very unique individual. I say outgoing, real unique. Nobody never asked me that.
Hey, it be like that sometimes. I gotta hit you. I gotta keep you on your toes, Jacorey. Okay.
I got you. But yeah, just a unique individual, real down to earth country boy, real versatile. Just real artistic, into a lot of different arts. I like my martial arts. I like poetry. I like visual art, real into the arts and things of that nature. Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. So, okay. So the reason why you're here today, man, Before the Vision is a podcast based on entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. And I know with the different things that you do that we haven't disclosed to the public visually, I know that you are a certified personal trainer, so I see that being you're self-employed.
Yep.
So I look at that as something that you actually have to depend on yourself. You know, you have to bet on yourself to actually be successful with it and stuff. So, when did you realize in your life that you were going to be an entrepreneur, or what motivated you to become an entrepreneur?
I feel like I realized it at a young age because, like, to piggyback off what I was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying, being open-minded and free-spirited, you know, I feel like that's the spirit of entrepreneurship, you know, being your own boss and working for yourself and, you know what I'm saying, creating a life for yourself and putting that work in for you and not, like, making somebody else rich. So, but I really got into it around 26, maybe 25. I started off a little kickboxing business, and my guy Bernie Lofton, he seen me doing it, and he wanted me to come back to Vivian and offer it to their gym. And while I was teaching it up there, he was helping me become certified, become a trainer. And once I became certified, I just kind of stuck with it, and it's been stuck with it ever since then.
Okay, so you know, like we were discussing prior to coming on, man, you are certified in quite a few things. So I mean, not only are you versatile when it comes to fighting, which we were talking about on the radio, I mean, name some of the other things, or can you tell us some of the other things that you actually do as far as in your realm of being an entrepreneur?
Okay, well, speaking of certs, I got my PT cert, TRX cert, group training cert, and I'm working on a nutrition cert. And I'm hoping to become a nutrition coach as well. To add on to what I do, but things outside of training, like I do poetry, things like that, a little rapping here and there, you know, just different things.
So you definitely have options.
Options, yes.
All right, man. So with all these options, man, what's the end goal? Like, where can you foresee yourself in the next 5 years?
My end goal, I want to be a mogul. I want to own several businesses, but I want to keep my main thing, my training thing, and I want to have things outside of it, like maybe open a coffee shop, things like that. Maybe invest in some art and give back to the community. You know, maybe start a gym in my hometown. You know, start someone up over here on the Cooper Road, things like that, and just reach out to the youth and you know, just give them an outlet and give them something different to do. Okay.
So now you did mention one of the key things that I heard, what you just said as far as what you want to do. You said you want to give back.
Yes.
All right, man. So, you know, we kind of had a small discussion about mental health. And, you know, you kind of, you know, showed me how passionate you were about mental health, man. So what is it about mental health? Where that hits home with you? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, mental health, man. Like, I feel like it's a huge issue in our community. And I feel like a lot of us may deal with things of that nature. I've had my own little spats with it, you know, and, you know, I feel like we should be more conscious of it, you know, and helping individuals. Like, you know, we see people, you know, maybe going through some things and, you know, not quite being themselves. And, you know, just getting them the help they need and, like, you know, things of that nature.
Okay, man. So, you know, something, whenever anyone comes on Before the Vision, we like to get information and learn something about the people who we interview, things that no one else knows about you. So, you know, I give you an example, you know, like I said, I've had a young lady, I'm not going to say her name, Raquel Wheeler. She said that she had a fear of balloons. Yeah. So I've never heard anything like that. I'm still at a disbelief, and I interviewed this woman probably over a year and a half ago. Yeah. So I'll never forget that. So we try to get something like that, man. So Jacorey, tell us something about yourself that nobody knows about you.
All right, this is real awkward, but like I went through a phase where like I was counting a lot of stuff, and like I was counting my steps. Like when I was going to Southern, I was counting my steps from my dorm to my calf. I was counting like words on the wall, just counting a bunch of random shit. And it was just a little awkward phase, and I never really told nobody about that.
Well, like, why were you counting? Like, what were you trying to do?
I really don't even know, man. Like, I guess I was bored, and I was just trying to entertain myself. Like, I have no clue why I was counting. It was just a fascination with numbers, man. Like, and and like I don't know, it was just a fascination with numbers, man. And like we was talking about earlier, like I guess they developed a skill or something, because it helped me and Ophelia out in our first date.
Okay.
We went to the movies and I forgot my debit card, and the lady at the cash register, she was like, "If you remember your card number, you can, we can just enter your card number and get paid up." And I ended up remembering the whole card verbatim, the number, front and back, the number, the CVC, all of it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, man. So, with being an entrepreneur, what has been some of the trials and tribulations of being an entrepreneur? They say what comes with the good, there's always the bad, man. So, discuss some of the things you've had to experience being an entrepreneur.
Man, it's real up and down, and like being an entrepreneur, like a lot of people, it look glamorous at first because like, oh, I'm only going to work a few amount of hours, or oh, I'm only going to do this. But like when you get into it, you realize how much work it is. And a lot of times, like, you're kind of on the clock all day because you're doing everything yourself, versus a job. You got your little role, your one role where you show up, you do that and go home, and all the other outside things are handled by other people. But like in entrepreneurship, you're handling the whole framework by yourself. So it's a lot more work.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you have anyone that you look up to prior to becoming an entrepreneur? Like, man, you seen what this person doing, I can do this. Or someone that actually has been in your corner the whole time, kind of motivating you? Like,
my guy, Bernie Lofton, man, he the one got me started in being a trainer. He taught me a lot heading into it. And I can't think of nobody off the top of my head. But I don't know. I just know I want to be on that mogul level one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a powerful word, mogul.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a lot of strength associated with that word.
Yeah.
Okay. So we do know, and for those who seen earlier, not only is he a trainer, you are a MMA fighter and also a kickboxer. And you were actually kind of telling us on the radio that you've been fighting over 15 years.
15.
So have you ever thought about, with what you're doing now, are we trying to take it to that level where we want to become professional? Maybe we see you on TV one day.
Yeah, that's what I was hitting on earlier. Like I want to get to the point now and be consistent and go ahead and reach that level. Because like growing up and doing it, like a lot of people had high expectations for me, and like this ties back. All of it's coming full circle. Okay. Like this ties back into the mental health aspect we was talking about too. But like I lost my.
Okay, we were just kind of talking about.
Okay, but like people had like higher expectations for me, and I had the mental health thing I was going through, like, and it kind of derailed me for a while. But I feel like I'm in a space now to where I can go ahead and take it to that professional level, and I want to use my platform to reach out to other people, who may be having mental health problems or things like that.
Okay. Is there any professional fighters who you kind of look up to, or you kind of pattern your training methods to?
I was a big Conor McGregor fan. John Jones, Anderson Silva, Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, people like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So boxing, and I didn't mention that, y'all. He's also a boxer, so I'm going to add that to the list. Trainer, MMA fighter, kickboxer, boxer. So associated with that, I know it's a lot of training going on. So, and I know we're still sticking on the base of you being an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. Do you also train people to become boxers?
Yeah. I actually had a client. He was one of my very first clients. He after he left me, he started training with the Dement brothers, Jake Dement. Okay. And he recently just won the East Texas Golden Gloves. Guy by the name of Kelton Hector.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. How does that make you feel?
It made me feel good. It made me feel good. Like, what I'm saying? You help somebody, impact their life like that, and to see them keep taking it further, what I'm saying? They keep using the tools that you started them off with and things like that. That's real, make me proud.
Okay. And for those that are watching, we were on the radio prior to actually activating the visual aspect of this show. And we were just kind of talking about, you're from Vivian, Louisiana, man. It's a lot of talent that comes out of Vivian,
Yes.
Louisiana. You
Yes.
know, you got the Time Lord.
Yes. Well, he actually from All City, but he went to North Cattle.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so All City Vivian, it is actually separate. Right?
Yeah,
You say
yeah,
Shreveport Bowls, you know, you
yeah,
try to.
yeah.
Okay, I got you. And you got, is it Amari Millie? He played for Colorado right now, the receiver.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else notable you know that came from that area who doing big things like stuff?
My boy Jalen Williams, he go by the rap name of Figure 4.
Okay.
He's a real talented rapper coming out of there.
Okay.
My guy Montel, I think he go by Teasy Main. He's a rapper.
Okay.
My guy Cameron, he's a rapper. I think he go by Kane. Something Kane. Wildlife Kane. He's a talented rapper. And there's also like there's more fighters coming out of there too. Like my guy Too Cold, he just won his debut boxing match by TKO. And a good friend of mine, Elbron Smith, he's boxing he's doing kickboxing up in Virginia Beach.
Okay.
A lot of talented athletes, and yeah, there's a lot of talent. Yep.
All right. So if you had your choice out of all of your talents, where would you actually like to go professionally in?
Kickboxing. I prefer kickboxing. I really love MMA, but like I prefer kickboxing because like I like the stand up aspect. You know what I'm saying? I like to stand and bang. You know, grappling and wrestling is fun too, but like my heart really in standing and banging. But I would really love to be a traveling martial artist, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just traveling, going to different gyms and sparring different people. You know, maybe getting footage of it.
Mm-hmm.
And just seeing the world and doing martial arts at the same time. Like,
okay.
That would be dope.
All right. So with you being an entrepreneur, you know, like you pretty much cover all your expenses when it comes to medical and all those things. Now, with you actually being a fighter, are you kind of cautious with that? Because, you know, when you're injured, like say it's all on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
How, have you thought about that aspect? And like, what you think about that? Like, what's your plan of action for that as far as being possibly injured?
Shit, the only thing you really can do is just be financially responsible. You know, you be responsible with your money and, you know, proper money management. Now I've heard of people that's getting sponsorship, like getting help with things like that.
Right.
So that's an avenue as well. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So what advice would you give anyone who want to go into that realm of training for sports and even being a trainer? What advice do you give someone who want to take the same route you take as far as being a...
Never stop learning. Just continuously learn. Just continuously add to your education, your experience. Just continually add. Just always be a student of your craft. Like whatever you're doing, just be a student of it. And like that's kind of why I got so many certs now. I want to continuously get those certs, different areas, different certs, and continually get more experience. Because I heard somebody say, it always stuck with me. He say, the more you learn, the more you earn, and it makes so much sense. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just constantly adding value to yourself, your brand, and your craft, like the opportunities and the everything is gonna come naturally.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, man, anyone who wants to inquire about training with you in any of those areas, how can they reach you, and what's your preferred method of contact?
Yeah, you can reach me on social media. My trainer page, Jacorey Patterson, personal trainer. My Instagram, Jacorey personal trainer. You got my phone number blasted on the screen, or?
Well, no. At this point, no, I can't blast it.
Okay. But yeah, my number is on my trainer page,
Okay.
And also, yeah, social media and my phone number on my trainer page.
Okay, and where do you train out of? I know we're actually advertising in places that you can train. Like what for someone who's inquiring, like I've inquired about training with you. What is your requirement for someone who wants to train with you? What do we need to do prior to coming to you to train? Is that something you kind of consult with us about? Or?
Yeah, we'll consult now. Like if you don't have any like medical history or anything like that can be an ailment, like we can start immediately on like medically, like any kind of limitations. Like I wouldn't just turn you away, but like I would get you to go see your doctor first and get a release form and like they they highlight the movements and things that you can and cannot do. But once we get that covered, we can go from there.
Okay. And also with that being said, as far as so make sure everyone is listening, everyone is watching, get your medicals checked. And as far as nutrition, that's something that comes along with your training. Okay. And as far as discussing the cost, that's something that you prefer to discuss. Okay, personally. Okay. All right. So is there anything else you want to leave with us before we close out this session?
Yeah, I just want to shout out my girl Laterica Unique Body Studios. She's on, I think, 8829 Kingston Road. Ladies, you want to come by? She does V-steaming. She does one-on-one training, group training, and she got something. She's building now couples yoga. It's that's been pretty hot. So yeah.
All right. As you already know, once you come and chill with the goats, you become a goat. This has been Before the Vision. You get the call, you up. Amen. Once again, Mr. Patterson, for those people who want to get in contact with you about acquiring your services, what do they need to do? Some people, we have to hear it a million times because it don't stick.
Yeah.
We want this to stick.
Okay, you can call 318-540-2879. And if you want to reach me on social media, you can go to Jacorey Patterson, personal trainer, on Facebook, and you can go to Jacorey Personal Trainer on Instagram.
All right, y'all heard it here first. Look, I'm Shady Will. Like I said, we appreciate you coming through, Jacorey, and we're going to see him again. And y'all probably going to see me training with him because that's something we're talking about. Now, like I said, I ain't trying to get on his bad side. I ain't trying to be hemmed up, kickbox. I don't want none of that stuff to happen to me. I'm too old for that. You know what I'm saying, Jacorey? Let's just keep it G, not PGR. Don't. I just want to look good and feel good. That's all I want to do. Hey, y'all, we about to get out of here. We go holla.